What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Monday, May 16th, 2022. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all so much. I hope that you're doing outstanding. Coming off that lunar eclipse in Scorpio, we all made it. I knew we would. I knew we'd make it. We're here. It's good. It's a big evolution point. A lot of stuff that just isn't meant to be there in your life because it's not part of your highest integrity and value has dissolved or is dissolving. And that's beautiful too, because it's welcoming in a lot of new value and a lot of good physical substance. So hope you're all feeling well. Let's look at the chart for this Monday. We do have the sun finishing up at 25 degrees. It's finished with the square to Saturn. It's coming to 26 degrees. That 26 is Saturnian though, so there's still like a high level of dedication, but it's kind of dedicating to different ways. You don't have to do it the way you did it before. You don't have to do anything the way you did it before. This is about the new level of value within yourself. And I think it's about individualizing what that is to you and kind of making it your own. Like, why not make things your own? Why not be different? Why not be unique? You don't have to look like everybody else. You don't have to do things like everybody else. You don't have to value life like everybody else. It's your way. And it's because of all the work you've done. It's because of all the things you've done to get you to this point. You get to dissolve the stuff that's just of the norm and step into your highest integrity. And today's a big day. That moon in Sag is actually in that rise of the Phoenix moment, leaving Scorpio, had a lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Well, it is now in Sagittarius, and it is that rise of the Phoenix. This is where there's so much positivity, especially with a trine over to Jupiter in Aries. There's a lot of fire. And with the Earth, in Taurus and even Saturn in Aquarius, this is about the freedom to believe in what's possible. This is about expanding your horizons. What's stopping you from being the best you can be? What's stopping you from having the highest self-worth in yourself so that you can manifest and create life in a bigger, more abundant way that isn't maybe like the norm, that isn't of the usual, that isn't what we were raised on? This is changing beliefs, but in like a, wow, this is actually possible in my life. This is actually real now. Because the things that weren't meant to be there are no longer like blocks, or those blocks are very apparent and they're trying to dissolve naturally. So we can let things dissolve and we can really expand things. And, sure, it could be a lot of emotion today with the moon in Sag, but I think it's about seeing the different doorways and the different stories that are unique to you, that are powerful to you, and that want to kind of see you take the next level. That moon's going to sextile over to Scorpio sextile over to Pluto before it leaves. Kind of started the day with that. I mean, there's a deep transformation here. And even Neptune and Mars, they're starting to make their conjunction, but they're not there yet today, but getting close. This week we got that. Definitely like cleansing our identities, cleansing our spirit, cleansing our soul and our conscious desires of how much is possible. There's no boundaries in Pisces. It's not time to limit yourself, and it's not time to feel like a martyr or like point the finger. Like I've mentioned that before in some horoscopes. Like, don't play the victim. Venus just left Chiron in Aries. Like there's nobody to blame for anything in life but yourself. But it's also not a time to be hard on yourself. This is a time to take the lesson because you graduated from the past and expand on what the good things are and what the adventure of life can be in the story by realizing how much power you really have. And it's all stemmed from self-confidence, self-worth. And Jupiter's actually, at that 1 degree now. So it's pulling off the semi-square to Uranus, which was very intense last week, kind of realizing that the story is just way different than maybe what we ever thought it could have been. And like being able to kind of feel into what that identification of your story looks like. And then with Saturn here getting ready to station and square that lunar eclipse, like really cutting the ties to what isn't unique to you and what isn't kind of special. And we all have that special little niche. And this is about finding that, expanding and dissolving the things that aren't there. And, at this point, you're dedicating to that highest integrity of yourself. And if you're going to expand your life and grow what that looks like for you, that doesn't have to fit some mold of society or some rule book, then you're actually dedicating to what I think is the most proper thing for you. Now, it's interesting too, Ceres, I don't talk much about Ceres, but it is at 0-0 Cancer. So it's making that square over to Jupiter in Aries. And, there's something about right now, if we're not seeing how expansive our journey can be and how much empowerment we can have right now, then we're missing out on the nurturing. We're not taking care of ourselves. So, this is really a time to have a confidence boost of the emotion and the feelings in life that are taking you forward and that are growing things. And if you're in that place and ready to grow what is of the best value to you, you're crushing it. And if not, a little perspective change and almost like tapping into your higher self here, and really your intuition with the moon in Sagittarius, like you know what's best for you. You know the best way. But you have to believe that. You don't need someone else to tell you that. You don't need someone else's truth. You need your ultimate truth, and to keep aiming in that direction and expand that way. And the sun's coming to 26. It's starting to trine over to Pluto. So it's kind of getting ready for that. Like, okay, like I see my light and my, soul here and my heart is ready to transform to that highest character and to really accomplish what we came here to do. As this is, really the final time we're going to see a sun in Taurus trine Pluto in Capricorn. So think about that this week. Last time. Lots of growth, lots of evolution. Really like taking in an osmosis, I don't want to say osmosisizing, but making the osmosis through what we've been through to metamorphosize physical reality into your highest value, self-worth, and to really nurture yourself through this evolution into a new story. Today can feel like you're rising up into some big, big things if you're willing to go on that adventure and not hold yourself back. Boom. Boom. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm a little pumped up. Spiritual dance music was pretty fire. We just finished that up filming here at High Vibe, and it was a good mix. See what the badass tarot has for today. Temperance reversed. Oh, well, there's not a lot of patience with the moon in Sagittarius, trine Jupiter in Aries, Venus in Aries. Maybe it's not about waiting for value. Maybe it's not waiting for the expanse or waiting for every sort of, I don't know, I need the divine sign here and the divine sign here. Maybe it's more instinctual about acting on your beliefs and not just like, where's the flow? Mars is with Neptune. If we're just waiting for some sign from the universe, we might actually miss it, believe it or not. Like you kind of have to just instinctually feel it and go for it. And maybe that's part of why we got that card. 5 of Cups, upright, bye bitch. See ya. I'm on to a new story. I'm on to a new road. I'm waving bye-bye to the past, the feelings of apathy or loss, or goodbye. This is self-worth times, and it's time to feel good and happy and act impulsively for that. And we got the death card reversed. Oh my gosh. Fuck it. Bye-bye. Bye, bitch. Fuck it. Like, come on. Like, don't be scared to expand your life right now and to really grow things. That's the beautiful thing about the death card is there's always the flower. It's always bringing life. So there's things that died. Do not be scared of death right now. Be open and accepting of the new life that comes after, because there's always cycles and you've reached a new cycle. And now's the time to really grow what that is and feel it and feel in abundance and just, I got this, because why not? There's a lot of freedom in the chart. So you need to really, I want to feel free to grow and expand and do all the things I believe I can do, because you can, because you value yourself. I love you all very much. I hope you have a beautiful Monday. I'll see you all for the weekly, for the tarot, and for Tuesday's horoscope. All that's coming very soon, and I'll see you every single day this week, because that's what I do. All right. Have a great day. Bye.